Great Memorial Day. We are here in beautiful Tokyo. Here's a view from our live shot location, and we are just wrapping up President Trump's 4-day trip here to Japan, where they really rolled out the red carpet. But in a lot of ways, this has been a trip of contradictions for the president. On the one hand, he became the first world leader to meet Japan's new emperor. He attended a sumo wrestling match with the prime minister. He was even given cheeseburgers at a lunch with the prime minister. On the other hand, he broke with his host country on the big issue of North Korea. Japan's prime minister was very clear. He sees North Korea's recent missile tests as violations of UN security resolutions. The president's own national security advisor, John Bolton, agreed with that assessment upon landing here in Japan. And yet, during a joint press conference with Prime Minister Abe, President Trump said he wasn't that bothered by the missile tests. Well, you know who was bothered by those tests? Prime Minister Abe. And he reiterated his stance during that joint news conference. It was pretty remarkable. Another way in which the president in many ways broke with tradition, he took aim at one of his domestic rivals, the person who he clearly sees as his chief rival in 2020 so far, former Vice President Joe Biden, siding with Kim Jong-un, essentially, saying that Joe Biden is a low IQ individual. During that same press conference, he was pressed on whether it was appropriate to side with a quote-unquote murderous dictator against a former U.S. vice president. But President Trump doubled down, and he essentially just criticized Joe Biden, the Obama administration. Biden, by the way, firing back through his campaign, saying that's beneath the dignity of the office. Now, President Trump was also hoping for a trade deal. That didn't happen during this trip, in large part because there are parliamentary elections here next month. So President Trump and the Prime Minister eyeing August at the earliest to potentially nail down a trade deal. Now, President Trump will be back here in about a month's time for the G20 summit, when he will revisit all of these big issues again. We'll have the very latest coming up tonight on Nightly News.